You don't understand, they had hidden cameras, and the lawyers had comms, like our comm.
First, move. Second, nobody has our comm.
Parker, listen, there is not some evil conspiracy lurking behind the curtain of every routine civic activity.
I make our comm. Me, I make them. Ain't nobody got our comm. I do what I do.
Now, what? Listen, there's a reason we put her in a jury trial.
You know what, man? When I was a kid, I was like 8 years old. I had a foster mom who was Jehovah's Witness. She used to dress me up in a suit and a bow tie and take me door to door to spread the word. Black neighborhoods, white neighborhoods, didn't matter. I would kick, I'd scream or whatever, but she would say, Alec, you need to learn how to talk to people. See, everything I learned about people, I learned ringing doorbells and being in a bow tie. Parker never had that. I mean, you jumping from a skyscraper, she's cool, but making small talk, it's like pure terror. Just cut her some slack.
It's your turn to be in the dumpster.
Nah, man, nah, I have peanut allergies. What if somebody throwing some extra crunchy Skippy? Then, you know, it's just all up in my vocal area, man. Do you want to give me mouth to mouth? No, none of us want that. Hell no.
Heads up.
Forgive my tardiness, Your Honor. I'll be acting as attorney for the plaintiff.
Your Honor, I don't like to trash talk, but my predecessor was not as thorough as he could have been when presenting this case. For example, I would like to add some witnesses to the witness list.
Is that a high school yearbook?
Yes, it is. You see, my intent is to show that Ernesto Vargas led an active and very vibrant life, and these 430 people will testify that he did so even as a youth.
Motion denied.
Okay. You know, I have photos that I would like to introduce from a vacation, the opposing counsel, water skiing. It's all from his website, very public.
I object.
As well you should.
You shouldn't be doing that, seriously. I mean, you don't have the body.
Counselor, anything else?
Actually, I have quite a few more things.
Man, I just feel like you went on.
No, I cannot stall any longer.
Now listen, this is the middle game. This is where we trade pieces, we look for weaknesses. You have to buy Sophie a little more time to maneuver.
I literally cannot make this slower or any more boring. Okay, you know why they say justice wears a blindfold? So you can't see that justice is asleep.
I am sure there's whole reservoirs of boring you have yet to plumb.
Slide 162. This is good stuff. Dr. Goldfarb, hi. Can you tell us how the chemicals work their way into the neurotransmitters?
Is this going anywhere, Counselor?
Oh, I assure you, Your Honor, the next 100 slides are essential.
I'm sorry.
For what?
Me. You deserve better.
You're the best lawyer we ever had. Thank you so much.
We're waiting, Mr. Miller.
Right away, Your Honor. Dr. Potemkin, this is not your first time testifying as an expert, is it?
No, it is not.
No, in fact, you've testified all across the country. Houston, Chicago, St. Louis, is that correct?
Yes.
That is until last year. For the last 12 months, you've testified only in the state of California?
That sounds right.
Objection. Relevance?
It goes to his qualifications, Your Honor. Now, for this last year, you've only testified in trials that you could drive to.
I wouldn't characterize it like that.
But is that because you're on the U.S. government's no-fly, or as it's more commonly known, the terrorist watch list?
I'm on the list, but I'm not a terrorist.
The U.S. government seems to think so. Why else would they put you on a list with such people as Osama bin Laden, Sheikh Khalid Mohammed?
Look, yes, I'm on the no-fly...
Terrorist.
No-fly list, but it has nothing to do with terrorism. There was an incident.
Oh, incident, okay. Would that happen to be the incident, flight 732 out of St. Louis, where you fondled a flight attendant's buttocks? Or would that happen to be the incident on flight 1433 out of Chicago, where you drank 17 tiny margaritas, you took your pants off, you stood up on the drink cart, and you sang, quote, "I'm a sexy monkey"?
I have no recollection of that.
I'm not surprised, because it was not one, it wasn't two, but it was 22 incidents of drunken, belligerent, grab-assy behavior that landed you on that list.
Mr.
Am I
Miller?
right?
Objection.
Counselor.
No, you know what, Your Honor? The U.S. government has determined that this man is not qualified to ride on an airplane like Osama bin Laden. How is this jury supposed to rely on him to render a sound medical opinion?
It doesn't...
No further questions.
I'm in recovery.
We are done. You know, a week ago, you were all strangers. And then the same thing happened to all of you. You got that envelope, you know the one. Comes in the mail, it says County of Los Angeles on the top. You open it like this, oh God, you know. A week passes, you watch the witnesses parade through, you listen to the lawyers argue. Suddenly you're not strangers anymore. Some of you have even made friends. It's not as bad as you thought, right? But then the judge asks you to deliberate. And then you have a moment of doubt. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist. How can I tell if Ernesto Vargas died from using Fast Life? How can I be sure? But that envelope entrusted you with the most important obligation of citizenship, and that is to find the truth. It's so important that we dare not give it to one person, but to 12 strangers. Now, all I ask is that you go into that room and you work together and you find the truth. I have faith that you'll reach a just decision.
Realize what you just did? What you did, you won a jury trial without cheating.
I'd hacked a government no-fly list and used it to humiliate a witness.
Excessively. Cheating excessively is what I meant. But I mean, think about it. I mean, if you applied yourself, Hardison, you could be anything you want.
You know what, I could. You know, next week, I think I'm going to be an astronaut.
Well, that's not really what I meant. I meant if you studied, you...
Yeah, if I do need to study, you know, I'm going to be a surgeon. A surgeon. ER. Surgeon.